Alright, first up, let's talk scams. One classic? The petition scam. You'll be strolling along minding your own business when someone shoves a clipboard in your face asking you to sign some charity petition. Sounds innocent, right? Wrong. While you're distracted, their accomplice is usually working their magic on your back pocket. Another one to watch out for: the friendship bracelet hustle. Someone ties a bracelet on your wrist before you can say "non merci" and then demands payment. The key here is simple. Be wary of anyone approaching you on the street, especially in crowded tourist zones. Okay, let's talk pickpockets. Paris is a major city, and like any major city, it's got its fair share of petty crime. The metro, crowded attractions, even outdoor cafes. These are prime pickpocket hunting grounds. But don't let that freak you out. A little awareness goes a long way. First off, keep your valuables close. Invest in a good, secure bag that zips or buckles and carry it in front of you, especially on crowded public transport. Be aware of your surroundings. Trust your gut. And don't be afraid to be a little bit rude if you feel like something's off. Let's be real. One of the best things about Paris is the food. But here's the thing. You don't have to drop a week's salary on a decent meal. Those charming little cafes with the checkered tablecloths right next to the Eiffel Tower? Yeah, they're banking on tourists who don't know any better. So how do you avoid getting ripped off? Easy. Venture a few blocks away from the main attractions. Look for cafes and bistros where the locals eat. Another pro tip? Lunch specials. Most restaurants offer amazing deals on prix-fixe menus during lunchtime. Chapter 4. Taxi troubles? Navigate like a pro. Paris has a pretty great public transportation system, but sometimes you just need a taxi. But hold up. Before you hop in the first cab, you see, listen up. Some taxis, especially those hanging around tourist hotspots, might forget to turn on their meter or try to overcharge you. The easiest way to avoid this is to use a ride-hailing app like Uber or Bolt. If you do need to hail a taxi on the street, look for official taxi stands. These are regulated, and the drivers are less likely to try any funny business. And always make sure the meter is running before you set off. Chapter 5. Eiffel Tower. Madness. Beat the crowds. You can't go to Paris without seeing the Eiffel Tower, right? But let's be real. Battling hordes of tourists to get that perfect Instagram shot isn't exactly anyone's idea of a good time. The secret? Timing is everything. The Eiffel Tower is notorious for long lines, especially during peak season. But if you're strategic, you can avoid the worst of it. First off, ditch the midday madness. Instead, aim for early morning, like right when it opens, or later in the evening. Another option is to book your tickets online in advance. Chapter 6. Tour guide or tourist trap? Choose wisely. Paris is a city best explored on foot, but sometimes it's nice to have someone else do the navigating and storytelling for you. But here's the catch. Not all tour guides are created equal. Those unofficial guides hanging around popular attractions might seem like a good deal, but they often provide inaccurate information or rush you through the experience. To make the most of your time and money, stick to reputable tour companies. A good tour guide can make or break your Paris experience, so choose wisely. Chapter 7. Rush hour. More like crush hour. Paris's metro system is a marvel, but during rush hour, it's a whole different beast. Peak times in Paris are generally between 8 and 9:30 in the morning and 5 to 7 in the evening. If you can, try to avoid using the metro during these times. Walk, bike, or even consider taking a bus. It might be slower, but at least you'll have some personal space. If you do have to brave the metro during rush hour, take a deep breath, channel your inner Zen master, and be prepared for a bit of a squeeze. The French take their dining etiquette seriously, and while no one expects you to be a pro, a little cultural sensitivity goes a long way. First off, bonjour is your magic word. Always greet the staff when you enter a restaurant or cafe, and don't forget to say merci when you leave. Bread is usually served complimentary, but don't expect a bottomless basket of breadsticks like you might find in some Italian restaurants. And water? Unless you specify un carafe d'eau, you'll get charged for bottled water. Finally, splitting the bill. If you're dining with a group, be prepared to pay for what you ordered or let your server know in advance if you'd like separate bills. We all love a good souvenir, but before you blow your budget on those cheesy Eiffel Tower keychains, listen up. The street vendors hawking their wares around popular attractions? Yeah, they're notorious for overcharging and selling low-quality goods. If you're looking for unique and authentic souvenirs, ditch the tourist traps and explore the side streets. Check out local boutiques, artisan markets, and vintage shops for one-of-a-kind finds you'll actually treasure. Look, no one's expecting you to be fluent in French, but learning a few basic phrases can make a world of difference. A simple bonjour, merci s'il vous plaît, and excusez-moi can go a long way in showing respect for the local culture. Parisians are known for their chic and effortless style, so ditch the athleisure and embrace a more polished look. And for the love of all things Parisian, please leave the fanny packs and selfie sticks at home. So there you have it, my insider tips for dodging the tourist traps and experiencing the real Paris without going broke or losing your sanity. Remember, Paris is an incredible city with so much to offer, but it's up to you to make the most of your experience. Don't be afraid to venture off the beaten path, embrace the unexpected, and most importantly, have fun. Now go out there, create your own Parisian adventure, and make some memories that'll last a lifetime.